Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, hey, folks, sampler platter videos, series videos I've been doing for the while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. And, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that at the time I'm doing this, folks. I mentioned in the video I just got through doing that it's going to be Hostess stuff. So, it's Hostess stuff. Yeah. But we'll get to that. Yeah, it's super simple format, folks. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink stuff. I'm going to consume it. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to talk about it. Apparently, I'm going to cough, because it just happens, folks. It's a natural biological feature. Other YouTubers who are more professional than me might restart the video, but damn it, we got momentum, so we're just going to do it. Also, I've got momentum. I'm also inside the truck, and I'm wearing grody work clothes. In fact, these are especially grody work clothes because, well, I've just had this shirt for a long time, and, shit gets grody over the years. But, but Brandon, you just go over there. Why don't you just clean it off? This is industrial paint and solvent and freaking metal dust and shit. Think my washer stands any chance against this? Hell no. But, I digress. Yeah. So, typically when I got grody work clothes on, I'm inside the truck. It means I found something on my way home from work to try. Definitely the case today. Stopped off at a gas station. It's a Hostess item. What is it? It's boom! It's Kazbars. Ooh. Specifically, let's see if we can. Can we get a better picture, huh? Sure, why not? These are Kazbars, specifically the triple chocolate flavor. Now, I went over there. I've already reviewed the other Kazbars flavor. It's like chocolate caramel or some shit like that. And at the time, I mentioned that they had another one. And I was planning to eventually get around to it. Wasn't planning to do it today. But they had it available at the gas station I popped in. So, perfect opportunity. Plus, I can go over there and make some of the same jokes that I made in that previous review. Because I'm sure everyone will appreciate that. What with the rocking of the Kazbars and such. Anyway, let's try a thing, folks. I enjoyed the other one, so hopefully I'll enjoy this one. I like them. I'm a fan of the, I think they're a nice addition to the Hostess lineup, so. Alright, let's open it up. Ooh, it looks like that. It's all wavy and stuff. That's really good. So, it's basically the thing that's most similar to in the Hostess lineup is the Hostess cupcake, the chocolate ones specifically. Because basically you have two layers that are essentially that. They're just like cake, chocolate cake. Then on the outside you have like the chocolate frosting. The middle is really where they go over there and kind of separate from the other one to this one. The other one had caramel in it. This one has chocolate. But the thing that makes them extra nifty, at least for me, is that they also have a little bit of some cookie pieces in there. So it gives it a nice cookie crunch. It's great for the texture, and it adds like just this little extra element. And this is a nice example of they really didn't have to reinvent anything with this. They literally, as far as I can tell, I think they basically just changed out the caramel for the chocolate, and boom, you have a new flavor. It's simple, it's easy, you could probably redo it with a million things, and that's kind of what Hostess already does. Like, they're really good about that. A lot of their products are really similar stuff, if not almost identical, just maybe a different shape, or like maybe, one little flavor is a different thing. That's what they're good for. And I mean, love them or hate them for it, they're good at it. I like these. It holds together nicely. It's moist on the inside. And it's extremely chocolatey. Yeah. I'm perfectly down with this. Now, the question has to become, do I prefer this versus the caramel one? And it's hard to say, especially because I don't have a caramel one with me right now. But from my recollection, because it wasn't that long ago when I had it, this is chocolatey as all hell. So if you're a chocolate fan, this is definitely the one for you. The caramel one, though, was kind of nice because it had, differing flavors. It wasn't just all one thing. Whereas with this, it's chocolate on top of chocolate on top of chocolate, albeit different levels of richness and different textures and stuff. I think it's close. It's genuinely close for me. I think I probably prefer the caramel one a little bit more, just because it gives a little extra variation. And that's just me. And like I said, it's close. I like this one a lot. I certainly enjoy some chocolate, but for me, I like some, I like, if I'm going to go over there, get some chocolate or something, I'm not going to get like just a standard Hershey's bar. I'm going to get like a white chocolate, like a cookies and cream, or, one of the ones with almonds or something. I like having something to break up the chocolate flavor. Creates a nice contrast. With this, about the only thing that kind of does that a little bit is the cookie aspect of it. But everything is just super chocolatey. It's rich, it's creamy, it's good. I love it. But I think the caramel one I personally prefer a little bit. But 2 questions I have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes and yes. Yeah, I genuinely think, even though I do enjoy the caramel one a little bit more, I could see subbing in the chocolate one periodically. It wouldn't be my... like I say, it wouldn't be my go-to, but like, let's say I'm getting it, it would be like 1 time out of 3. And that's not a bad ratio, I think I'd reach for the caramel one more often, but I think the chocolate one's really good too, so I would definitely get it again. And as for recommending it to people, like I said, if you love chocolate, especially if you're down with Hostess stuff, it's really good. I would also say, if you're just a fan of like the Hostess cupcake format, or even something like Ho-Ho's to a certain extent, absolutely give it a shot. I really like this. Like, some of their items that they come out with are fairly lame. I'll look at them and just roll my eyes, even I'm like, I'm not going to bother with that. But these, like, yeah, man, okay, yes, it is them just kind of taking something similar and kind of reformatting it. But there was definitely a little effort into this one, and, a little imagination. So whoever at the Hostess plant came up with these, not only do I like your product because I think it tastes good, but then on top of that, I appreciate the name. I think the name is awesome. So it gets extra points. Extra points aside, though, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year, and folks, you cover there and have yourselves a truly Kazbars-tastic rest of your life, because just, again, you're rocking the Kazbars. How do you rock the Kazbars? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But you just move in a way that seems conducive to rocking the Kazbars. And, I mean, I'm at the time I'm doing this, I'm 36. I can't rock the Kazbars the way I could when I was a younger man. Can't do it. I got a bum knee. My back is sore sometimes. It's like, but I still, put a little into it. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. The weirdest thing is, when I was in the middle of doing my thing, I had to briefly pause, momentarily, and catch myself. Because as I was doing doing my little outro thing, and I was watching myself on my phone, as I'm recording this, I had this, weird existential moment where it was just like, you're you, but you're watching you. Who even are you? And it was like, what the fuck, brain? Just focus on the damn thing, man. Help me out. This is some stuff for, late night thoughts when I can't sleep. Anyway, life can be very stressful and very distressing, and it's important when we run into situations that might be asshole-inducing. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around you. Folks, very final thing I want you to do is I want you to do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going through an existential crisis right now. That happens, man. That, trust me, especially as we get older and stuff. You hear about the midlife crisis. I don't think enough people talk about, like, the mid-20s crisis. When you start transitioning from, like, being, still sort of having that shitty kind of teenager mentality to, like, okay, I need to actually be, like, a, semi-proper adult, Around, like, 25 or so, I feel like, is when that kind of hits for a lot of people. And some people take to it and they go with it in stride. Other folks just fucking, it's like a little prequel to the eventual midlife crisis. But maybe you're going through something like that, and maybe you're thinking about, I'm going to go over there, get myself a Corvette, I'm going to take skydiving lessons, and I'm going to go over there and become a member of an extreme paintball team. I mean, you can do all those things. I'm not going to stop you if you want to do all those things. But, counterpoint, maybe just reinvest in yourself. Did you ever think about that? Did you ever think that the things that you want are maybe not material? Maybe they're internal? Oh. Tune into my next episode where I don't go over there and talk about food and instead just go over there and bullshit about personal philosophies and stuff for half an hour or so. That's the direction the show is going, I've decided. Bye!